Don't tell me! You're say...
The Shadow Leviathan is one of Subnautica's most annoying pieces of shit. Most ominous creatures in the Subnautica universe. The Shadow Leviathan is a species of Leviathan-class fish found in the crystal caves and fabricator caverns. As it swims in a set path made by the developers, it is the main threat of these cave systems and it will relentlessly hunt down its prey, which includes you. It swims fast in these tight caverns so you'll never be able to outrun it. So yeah, it's annoying. The Shadow Leviathan has an elongated black body with smooth skin and twin rows of 37 small red spots running from behind the head to just before the tip of the tail, which serve as fake eyes to confuse its prey. Below each of the red spots is another row of 8 circular gill pores that run down the side. The head is composed to a triangular shield-like structure with 3 pairs of small black eyes and a large red ring in the center. The creature possesses a flexible spine, allowing it to shape around its caverns with ease. And yes, dear viewer, its mouth is located on its underside just behind the head and resembles that of a vagina. Its mouth glows blue due to enzymes found in its stomach acid, assisted with curved teeth resembling a rib cage to pull prey in, being a direct connection to its stomach. However, with no real throat structure present, it's not winning any deep throat contests anytime soon. 7 pairs of jointed clawed appendages run down the sides of its mouth. These have spines along the inside edge to assist securing its prey, and these insect legs look quite sharp, so I wouldn't recommend touching them. Not that it matters, since you no-clip through the whole creature regardless. 7 more pairs of these appendages can be found running down the body, decreasing in size as they get closer to the tail, to the point that the 3 final pairs are a little more than a small spine. This gives the impression that these grasping appendages once served as walking limbs in a distant bottom-dwelling ancestor, but have since been repurposed into their current form. This paired with the vagina mouth are the reason the Shadow Leviathan has more Rule 34 results than both the Reaper and Ghost Leviathans combined. Propulsion comes from the large fins on the rear portion of the Shadow Leviathan's body. It lacks the tail fluke found on whales and dolphins on Earth and on chelicerates. Instead, a large fin is present around halfway down the body on both the dorsal and ventral sides, swimming and mimicking that of eels, like the moray eel also found on Earth. The ventral fin has smaller fins in front of and behind it, and the tail ends with a bright red point. A total of 4 Shadow Leviathans can be found in Sector 0, 2 in the Fabricator Caverns, and 2 in the Crystal Caves. With the developers wanting to have a Leviathan to guard the endgame be an obstacle for the player, and 2 of the 3 aggressive Leviathan slots were already filled, they decided to cram both the Ghost Leviathan and Sea Dragon Leviathan into one hybrid monster and call it a Shadow. Talk about living in a Leviathan's shadow. Even if you wanted to avoid this behemoth in Sector 0, you cannot, as you will need to enter its territory to obtain Kyanite and reaching the endgame with Alan. The Shadow Leviathan hates anything that's above the size of a peeper, so when you find yourself getting attacked by this obnoxious prick, its bite will do 75 damage and also result in instant death if you are below this health. When you're minding your own business in a vehicle, it will do upwards of 35 damage to the sea truck and 42 damage to the prawn suit. These 60-meter eels hate your guts especially. The only thing Shadow Leviathans do not attack are small fish such as the red featherfish, which swim in its waters as well. Not enough information is available to see if they have formed a symbiosis, only the fact that the Leviathan is chill with small inferior fish. It will only attack hostile fauna, such as the brute shark and even the chelicerate. Get ready boys, these two's rivalry are canon. The Shadow Leviathan magically appears to be cousins with the ice worm, which evolved from convergent species coming together. These two have spiky nubs on them and both have a fat nose, so they're both clearly related, separated by their environment because one likes to swim and the other is a bitch. The Shadow Leviathan seems to have been inspired by the moray eel and black ghost knifefish, with the head and mouth being heavily inspired by arrow worms. A scrapped alternative design exists which resembles an enlarged nightmare sea monkey and will have been a horrible relative. Not much is known about its reproduction other than the shovel-shaped head is used as a battering ram to ward off other competing Shadow Leviathans during mating season. It's possible that they lay eggs much like every other Leviathan and are born and raised in these caverns similar to ghost Leviathans found in the Lost River. We don't know for sure. Wow, we made it out of the caverns alive in one piece. Wait, what's that over there? Oh no, it's a chelicerate that's guarding our exit. You need to watch this bland, basic video about these shrimps in order to know bare minimum about it.
What's the difference?
What's up bitches, it's me, Spino now.
They're done!
It was actually me, the chelicerate. Unlike Aletho reading just from the wiki, I'm gonna give you good information on how to counter this awful beast. So in this well-created map, we can see the basic layout. In my poorly created one, we can see its basic patrol paths, again set by the developers. The blue lines are what you want to avoid, and the locations of the Leviathans look something like this. Again, unlike every other Leviathan you can technically ignore, This one, you cannot. Especially in the fabricated caverns, you are forced to meet one in either entrance. And a little known fact about these creatures is that the ones in the purple caves are actually the males, and the one in the red fabricated caverns are the females. During the time Subnautica Below Zero takes place, it is actually after mating season for these Leviathans, which explains their constant hostility towards anything, just trying to protect their future offspring. My only good advice, besides bringing a repair tool and a bunch of medkits, is to follow this red line on the map and stay close to the fissures and against the wall to have less of a chance of encountering one and taking damage. And that summarizes my Shadow Leviathan video, because God knows Aletho would have made an actual good documentary of the fucking fish. No, he just read from the fucking wiki, as he did with every other fucking fish. I don't know how nobody noticed it. Well, this is the fucking laziest content I have ever seen. This is behind the meme levels of trash. He is the new behind the meme of Subnautica, and he has the audacity to cry my DMs because I was copying his style and it wasn't perfect, and not to upload this video. Get the fuck out of here.
Shut up, bitch!